Alafia. I am Priestess Osun Funke, and I will be your reader today. The question that I'm going to ask of the ancestor and the Orisha is, what do they have to think, or what do they have to say, rather, about the mass shootings that are becoming more and more commonplace in America these days? And also the fact that a lot of the perpetrators of these mass shootings are white males. What do we need to know about this? I'm going to start with the cards. Let me shuffle. And what do we need to know about these mass shootings? So the first card that I get is the Gravedigger Shovel. Okay, the Nine of Spades. So this card is talking about a situation that is very concerning or dangerous. I think we would all agree with that. The next card I get is the card for charisma. So this is talking about one being charmed into danger. Okay. The next card that I get is the card for the soulmate, which is a card that has to do with spirits. Okay. And so this is saying that the people who are perpetrating these acts are actually being charmed into a dangerous situation. So this is indicating that there is a spiritual aspect to these occurrences. The next card I get is the card for the witch, followed by the card for regret, followed by the card for the brat. So this is saying that the mothers, okay, the witch is coming through. This is talking about the Iyami, the mothers, okay? The mothers regret this. They regret the immaturity and the lack of foresight of these individuals that are perpetrating these acts. They're saddened by it. Get the card for self-reliance. I get the card for chaos. And I get the card for the revealer. So this is saying that they hope that this is revealing to us that relying on oneself leads to chaos. They're talking about a lack of community. They're talking about a lack of community policing. They're talking about people who have mental issues, people who are disturbed, people who are not okay going unnoticed because of the lack of community. They're saddened by this. The next card I get is the card for obstacles, followed by the card for the student, followed by the card for the artist. Okay, so if I read these cards like a sentence, it's saying that these obstacles are created by people who study lies. Okay, so if you think about the fact that many of these perpetrators, if you think about the fact that many of these perpetrators subscribe to hate groups, theologies of hate and exclusion. This reading is really saying that they're charmed. They're being charmed into danger. There's no community oversight, and that these obstacles are created because they're studying lies. Okay? I am going to do a throw with the bones. Okay? What do the ancestors and the Orisha have to say about these mass shootings? Okay, so we have the ancestors coming through. The Egungun are speaking to us. It's their desire to speak to us. This is the desire stone. We also get the heart over the Egungun. So they're saying that they love us and they really are anxious to come through and talk to us. I have Eshu, the messenger. So he's opening the way for the ancestors to be able to speak to us about this issue. I get the anchor. I get the anchor over one who is weary and sick. The ancestors are upset about this. This is worrisome to them. They are sick about it, you guys. I get the transformation stone over the prayer hand. So they're saying that we need to pray about this, and that prayer can influence this situation. They're also saying that they're praying for us, their descendants, to not get caught up in this drama. I get the card for the transformation stone over the witch. So this is both saying that the mothers are working to transform this, but this is also saying that those among us who practice the craft have the ability to influence this. That we should be praying and we should be working. We should definitely be doing work to protect our children and protect ourselves from these types of events. You got to make sure you're covered. I talk to you all the time about building your walls thick and high. This is all the more reason why you need to be working with the ancestors. I get the stone, the money stone, over communication. So this is saying that we need to talk to them. We need to talk to our ancestors. We need to let them know what our plans are, where we're going. Okay, so they can alert us to danger. We also need to pray to them and speak to them about these issues. The ancestors are not omniscient, you guys. They don't know everything, okay? So we need to make sure that we are communicating with the ancestors on a regular basis so that they can know what our movements are, so they can scope out the scene for us, okay? And that's all the more reason why we need to be in tune with our ancestors so that we can heed those warnings, so that when they tap us on the shoulder and say, don't go that way, we will get the message and listen, okay? I get the quarter over abuse. Okay, so they're saying this is just yet another abuse of humanity at the hands of white men with guns. Old story. And basically, you guys, that is the reading. If you would like to book a personal and private reading with me, please visit www.blackspectrumnetwork.com. Thank you.
So fuel my fire, take me higher, I'll be your liar too. Cause when we're here, there's nothing better than the skyline view. Ooh.